it's Jordan here. Welcome to my channel. So today I have a review and demo for you of the Studio palettes from Profusion. So I have the Studio Blush palette, the Studio Highlight palette, and also the Studio Contour palette. Now, I've been using all three of these palettes for a couple of weeks now, and I gotta say that I really like all three of them. Especially the blush and contour palette. These two palettes are really pigmented, so just a little bit goes a long way. But all three of these palettes just really reiterate why I love Profusion so much, because the quality is really good, but they're also still very affordable. And I really like the color choices in all three of these palettes because I feel like they're universally flattering for a bunch of different skin tones. So let's get right on into the demo and I'll show you how these bad boys work. So the rest of my makeup is already done, and I'm going to start with the contour palette. I'm going to take this top middle shade and I'm going to do some highlighting. Start by highlighting under my eyes. I've actually done a little bit of cream contouring before I finished the rest of my makeup. Also going to highlight my chin, and I'm going to highlight my forehead, and I'm going to bring this shade down onto the bridge of my nose. Do some contouring. I'm taking this color right here and I'm just barely gonna dip my brush in there. Like I said, this contouring kit is super pigmented. So I'm gonna start by lightly contouring my cheeks. I'm also going to contour my forehead. And again, I like to use a really light hand when it comes to contouring. I'm going to contour my temples also. This really helps to slim out your face. And I'm going to contour my jawline. I've got a little bit of a double chin going on, and this makes a huge difference. To contour my nose, I really like to use a flat brush because it's so easy to get a nice straight line. So I'm just contouring straight down and trying to blend it up into my eyes and connecting the tip at the bottom. And then I like to go back in and dip my brush just a little bit more to create that really cute button nose effect. Blending that out with my finger a little bit. And I'm going to contour a little bit under my lip. Now on to the highlighting palette. I'm going to take this top middle shade and a fan brush. I'm going to highlight the tops of my cheekbones. I'm also going to highlight above my brow bones using that same fan brush. Dip my finger into that highlight and put that right on the tip of my nose. And then I'm going to blend that up onto the bridge of my nose, but I really like to concentrate it on the tip. Now for the blush palette. take this shade right here, and that's what I'm going to be using for blush. Again, just going to barely dip my brush in there and blend it onto the apples of my cheeks. For the demo of these wonderful studio palettes, let me show you some swatches of each one. Okay, these are the swatches from the Studio Contour palette. I know with this light you probably can't tell, but that first lightest shade is actually a highlighter. It's got a little bit of shimmer into it, and yeah, so I swatched them. Since they don't have names, it goes from lightest to darkest. I went from left to right, from top to bottom also. So you can see how pigmented they are. Even though I don't think that this light really does this palette justice. But here are the swatches for the Contour palette. Okay, and now here are swatches from the highlighting palette. Again, I really don't feel like this light does this palette justice. I mean, on my arm and in person, they look so beautiful and shimmery. And again, I started with the lightest shade and went from left to right and top to bottom. So you can see, you know, again, how pigmented they are. And I really like the shimmer. I especially like that third shade from the left. That's probably my favorite one in this palette. So that's it for the Studio Highlighting palette. All right, and here are the swatches from the Studio Blush palette. Again, I went from left to right and top to bottom. So you can see how pigmented all of these colors are, and I think they are all just so beautiful. I think that those first three shades on the left would be really flattering for fairer complexions, and the last three shades are really flattering on medium to dark complexions. So there you have it. Like, again, I don't think that these ones have names that I'm aware of either. But I think my favorite shade is that second one to the right, that really pink one. I love pink. Anyway, so that's it for the blush swatches. All right, so there you have it. There are 3 new palettes that are going to be going into my must-have makeup drawer. I give all 3 of these palettes a big thumbs up. I really like them. So I will go ahead and link to the Profusion website in case you want to pick any of these up. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and you should consider subscribing to my channel while you're at it. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Bye!